Hey guys, I don't know how ridiculous I look in these glasses, but they're protecting me from laser light. I'll show you guys what I'm burning with like the next video that I upload, but if you can hear some fan noise, that's because I need some ventilation in here because the laser burns things and smoke comes up, and you need some ventilation. It's I think it's pine, so it's not that bad of a smell, but anyways, you'll see in the next video after this one what I'm talking about. This is just ramble while I wait for this to finish for the next 15 minutes. It's a raster setting, so it's just going back and forth, and it's the last 10% of this project. This video is going to be a ramble, and it's been a while since I made a ramble video, probably at least a month. Been going through some stuff, and just catching up on the work side of things after putting off a whole bunch of things in order to finish strong with my degree and keep that 4.0. But the subject came up a couple days ago that it's weird because I want to talk about it, but I don't know if it's proper for me to talk about it because I am a mental health professional, and this deals with somebody who, although they're not my client, I feel like it's wrong to, of course, diagnose someone over the internet or even talk about their mental health case. But I will try to talk about this without leading you all to the person who I'm talking about, but I'll give the specifics of like why this is a moral conundrum for me that's been running around in my head. So, a person who appears to be very distressed made a series of videos on TikTok, and they used the hashtag of the state that I'm in. So they're in the same state. They use a hashtag of that state, and for some reason TikTok is basically, if you live in the same state that something's hashtagged in, and they can tell that you're there, you're more likely to see that, right? And these are like random videos that I'm just, scrolling up on. And in this video, this person is screaming at other mental health professionals in their workplace. So this person has their phone and is filming themselves like this close, and screaming at people about horrible service that they perceive that they received, and making a very giant rant about how mental health services are a joke, that they are a money grab, that we put people in cages and shoot them up with booty juice in order to control them, and we don't really serve people. And I say we because I felt defensive about the mental health professionals this person was yelling at, right? And naming names. And then I looked at the view count on the video. This is on TikTok. It had near 500,000 views. And if it's hashtagged to the state that we're in, a lot of those views were localized. I went to go talk to Misty about it later because it troubled me that I saw this video and some other videos accompanying it that gave more context to the story. And Misty said she'd already seen it because she was scrolling up on TikTok in her own time, and it came up in her feed. And yeah, so were it my own client, I definitely couldn't talk about it because I'd, be bound to confidentiality. But I still don't feel like I can completely talk about this person's case because I see that this person has some troubles, right? Don't want to diagnose, but I feel like there might be issues, and I still feel like it's not my place to talk about this publicly, but I want to talk about what do we do when this happens. I want to talk to the internet. I want to talk to other mental health professionals, like, say, in a Facebook group where it's all other mental health professionals. I want to get advice as, like, what if that happens to my workplace, where someone were to just barge in the front door and start screaming at us that they didn't like the service that they received previously, and they want to talk to specific people, and they want to scream at them, and they want to get them on camera while they're screaming at them. See, here's the twist to it is social media is a big part of why I'm concerned about this. Some professionals were named specifically, and their names are tarnished by this person, for about 500,000 views, and they can't really do anything about it. Because, of course, those professionals were part of this person's care and have to keep that person's confidentiality and can't talk about the case. So they can't defend themselves. And under different management, years and years ago, I actually worked for the people that ran the same facility. And an adjunct facility that was also involved in this. So there were two facilities that I feel very defensive about, because I know that the people working there are professionals, and they wouldn't just lock someone up without justification, without a reason for it. But, I don't see anyone being able to defend themselves from that sort of charge and defend their name from being put out on social media like that. When a complaint is put up against a healthcare professional to the proper authorities, the person who complains loses their right to confidentiality from that healthcare worker to those proper authorities. So if I got a complaint, a customer complained to my boss, I'm allowed to talk to my boss and tell the entire context of whatever happened. But I'm not allowed to put it out in public. And if a customer were to put us on blast out to the public, we can't defend ourselves. We can't say anything. So then the only thing you see is negative reviews of mental health facilities, of mental health care. That's, look at any crisis stabilization unit on Google for their Google reviews. Look in your own hometown, and you will see people that are very upset about the services they received, and they leave horrible reviews. And just about every emergency room has the same problem. Horrible reviews. Now, nobody's looking up Google reviews before they go to the emergency room, or else we'd have a bigger problem. But people just go to the emergency room when they have an emergency. But it's those negative reviews sometimes name names of the healthcare professionals there, and there's nothing they can do as far as jumping on to make a response. They just have to take it. They can't say anything. You know? It just bugs me that there's nothing they can do to get their names in the clear in the public setting. And I'll just say that I hope that that person that I saw on TikTok gets the help that they need and want. But it doesn't look like social media is helping the mental health issue in this case and many others. That's my ramble this time. Hopefully my glasses didn't look too crazy.